Hello everyone, Neomis here. We won. So surprised we won. But a lot of the things that I talked about in my preview yesterday did come out to be true, and a few surprises as well turned out to be true too. And I thought, you know what? I think it's time to talk about it. But wow, what a win! What a win! 3-1. Really, the game was already finished in the first half with the two goals there from Thomas Partey and from Aubameyang with this penalty. Then in the second half, then Smith Rowe scores, but then Aston Villa also scored there as well, kind of giving them a bit of a consolation prize. Does kind of show that if Dean Smith's tactics were correct from the beginning, that the game would have been a little bit different, in my opinion. And the reason why I say that is because the reason why Arsenal won this game tonight, and you have to give him credit for it, is due to the tactics that Mikel Arteta employed. Now, I said that before this game in my preview that it was so important for Mikel Arteta to get the tactics right, that it was going to come down to fine margins, and that's what it did in this game. He got his tactics right in the first half because in the second half it was a lot more even. To be honest, in the second half it was a lot fairer. In the first half he got his tactics right, so from minute one he got it right. He played uh, almost like a 4-4-2 or 4-4-1-1 if you want to call it that, but it looked to me more like a 4-4-2 with Lacazette almost having a bit of a free role whereby he was in the number 10 at times. He was dropping back in the 8. I saw him at times in the 6. He was drifting out wide. He was tracking back, helping out Tomiyasu when needed be. Lacazette was everywhere. This game tonight, the reason why it was won because of the work that Lacazette put into this game. I need to make that absolutely clear. We would not have won this game if we didn't have the striker like Lacazette playing tonight. He was that important, that pivotal. He deserved a goal. Like I know Aubameyang scored the penalty, but I would not been as surprised, and I probably would have preferred it if Lacazette had been the one to take that because he deserves the goal out of this game. Worked incredibly hard. Incredibly hard. I even just finished watching the Sky Sports commentary afterwards, and Mikel Arteta talking about Alex Lacazette and his performance in the last game, and said that he had already made up his mind that he was going to play Lacazette. And I thought, thank fucking God that he decided to use common sense to drop Odegaard with something I never would have thought he would have done. Odegaard was dropped in this game. Didn't come on, and to be honest, shouldn't have come on. I wanted to see my boy Martinelli. But Odegaard eventually comes on. Doesn't really do that much. Oh, and didn't do anything wrong, but didn't do anything right. And I just hope that Lacazette pulled up with cramp. He walked off, and you just have to hope that there's no injuries, that it's just cramp, and that he'll be back in another week to continue playing. And I just hope that, like Mikel Arteta from Monday's game, learned from the Palace draw, that he will learn from this Aston Villa win and do what is necessary for Arsenal to win going on in the future. That's the most important thing. If he does that, then we can get back to playing European football. That's as far as I'm going to go. I said it, from video one of this season that it is all about getting European football. I'm sick and tired of this one game a week. I cannot take it. I miss Europa League football. I miss Champions League football, and I want to be in it. And Arsenal needs an element of consistency. Consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. That is going to allow them to be able to get in those European places. And that's from 7 and above. And you know what? It's reached a point where I'm not picky. I'll take the conference. I'll take Europa League. I mean, we all want Champions League football, and I think we know why. But I will take the conference. I just want European football back. And games like this are exactly the types of games that you have to be winning. You know these games are going to be tough, but you have to win them. And that's what we did there today. So fair play to Mikel Arteta for going with my strategy. We're playing with two strikers. He didn't go with a 3-5-2 that I suggested, but instead, I don't know if Tierney was injured or anything like that, but he went with Nuno Tavares, which I was surprised with, and almost had like where on the right side was more of a traditional role, but on the left side was more of a hybrid role because Tavares was just allowed to bomb forward and do what he does best. And Aston Villa never really tried to target that Arsenal left, but the Aston Villa right to kind of create chances. And I mean, they kind of did it, but it didn't really work that well. And that was kind of for me was going to be the area that I thought that they might target more, but I just think that the work rate from Lacazette, the midfielders, the defenders defending very well. You have to say it was a very, very good game from everyone. And, even though I've talked about Lacazette, being pivotal to this game and really the key reason on why we won, I've got to give it up to Emile Smith Rowe. He gets man of the match. He was a Sky Sports man of the match as well. He was my man of the match, and I have his numbers right here. Played 90 minutes, one goal, one assist. That's what you want from your number 10. That's better than what you want from a number 10. I mean, number 10's like, I really want to be kind of creating chances. And when I mean create chances, I mean get assists. I don't mean anything else but create chances. Because one thing with assists, that is a guaranteed reflection of a chance and its conversion rate. That's what Smith Rowe had a direct contribution towards a goal, towards another person's goal on top of him scoring a goal. 66 touches. He had an 87% of accurate passes, 45 accurate passes, four key passes. Meh. Crosses accuracy wasn't that great with cross accuracy. Only one cross accurate, but three crosses overall. Only one long ball, but didn't go anywhere. One shot on target. Obviously, he got the one goal. One shot blocked, but he probably wasn't getting back that much. Dribbles attempted, 3 on 3, did well there. Ground duels, defensively really good. 5 and 4, one loss. Possession lost 11 times, but two interceptions and one tackle. That was Smith Rowe. And according to SofaScore, gave him an 8.8. Just an all round brilliant performance by Emile Smith Rowe. Um, they're talking about him getting an England call up. Not yet, in my opinion. One, because I'm going to be selfish and say that I do not want Smith Rowe to get injured and potentially affect Arsenal by getting injured on international duty. I do feel, just like what Jamie Carragher said on Sky Sports, that it's not nothing to worry about because he will be in that England squad within the next 4 years. I'm positive of that. Now that he's turned 21, he'll be in the 21 World Cup. 21 World Cup. And you have to say that I expect him to do amazing things there. But right now, let him continue with that and then focus on Arsenal. And his time with England will come. I'm pretty sure that we'll be talking about Smith Rowe and Foden and Grealish and Saka all playing wonderful football together for England. And that's what it's really all about. And you know what? I think he has played very well. Again, this season, I'd like him to improve on goals, which he's starting to add that to his game, and that's what you want. We need more goals. I cannot stress that enough. Arsenal's goal scoring record isn't great. Before this game, before the Palace game, we were the second bottom in terms of the lowest scoring side in the league, and that statistic isn't great. That's not the one that you want. And when you look at the fact that it's Norwich that are the ones that are that are at the bottom, you have to say that Arsenal have to do better. Have to do better. But this game is a step in the right direction. Um, I wouldn't go as far as to say that Arteta is then reprieved of any type of stupidness. But I will say this: he has to continue learning from his mistakes. He has to continue to learn from his successes. So games like this, what worked well? Lacazette worked well. Smith Rowe worked well. Saka was okay, but in my opinion, still worked well. Continue with the 4-4-2, particularly if Lacazette is healthy and ready to play. Continue with it. We don't need to see Odegaard right now. We know he's your fanboy, your friend, but that doesn't mean that he has to play every single game. I am petitioning for Arteta to continue playing Lacazette in this starting lineup. What he gave us today, incredible. What he gave us against Palace, incredible. And against Leicester, I see him doing the exact same thing. And that game at Leicester will be just as difficult, if not more, because I expect Brendan Rodgers to get his tactics right from minute one. And you cannot sleep on Rodgers. He's a very good manager. He's got very good players, and he's got players on form. So I'm definitely looking forward to the game. I won't give my prediction right now. Yes, I'm coughing out. Coughing out a little bit at least closer to the time, to whereby we could have a little bit of a better assessment on where Arsenal are so far. But I won't give a prediction on that one. But I'll just focus on this game right now. So right now, Arsenal are ninth in the table. Obviously, this is the first game of this week. So there isn't much that we could say that chances are Arsenal aren't going to stay in ninth. I do expect I do expect Leicester to probably win their game this weekend. Same thing with Wolves and same thing with Brentford. So it's perfectly feasible for Arsenal to drop down to 12th at the end of this game. But right now we are level on points with Everton, West Ham, and Manchester United, who are in sixth. Should we dream? If you want to be positive, dream. But I'm going to be logical and say this: we're not going to finish in top four or top six, but I will go with seventh. I would like seventh because that is the start of European football, and that's what I would like. So it's good that we got the win. Let's take all the positives from this game. Let's bring that on to the next game. Hopefully, Arteta, I'm looking directly at you. I'm looking at the camera. Please. I beg you, please. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your successes. And we can get a European place. I'm pretty sure that. That game against Leicester will be tough. But, if we could get a draw, it would be nice. If you get your tactics right. But let's see what happens between now and whenever the Leicester game is, and then we could kind of take it from there. So, guys, thank you once again for watching the video. Do leave your comments below. I know it's a bit of a late one for this one, but I'm sure you all are very, very happy to see that the mighty Arsenal have decided to win. I've got on the shirt, got on the badge, got on the badge right here. Feeling a bit festive in the Arsenal mood. And yeah, looking forward to the next game. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Please do remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you all on my next video, which there's a link in the description. Do check out the preview below or some of the other videos that I have in the cards on the side. But until then, see you next time.